Into the Lanadon we go. It is Uranus jungle confirmed here with a Retribution. Impure Rage choice as well. Niall's debut on Leomord in MPO Indonesia.
Oh man, how is this gonna go? Later on, it's gonna be very difficult for Bigatron. If he gets behind just a little bit, Yasuke is gonna be so oppressive walking up forward. Especially with the backup from Alec on the high loss with the Revitalize. It's looking a bit too beefy for Bigatron to deal with unless Eman gets ahead and has some grit.
Yeah. Whoa! Stunned up. Whoa! Terrified as well. The chain CC on him, Finn. Has a flicker. Hijume flickers forward as well to claim first blood.
A bit too risky there for Finn to go up and try to contest for the Lethal Wonder, but he's gonna pay the price immediately with the first blood. Oh no!
Good. What's a stun onto Moreno? Moreno with no respect to Alec whatsoever.
I think he's looking at the chop or something. That was super late reflex. Moreno.
I think it was just disrespect, dude. I think it
Could be it.
playoffs came early.
I mean, dude, we haven't seen a mid lane Valentina in such a long time. Maybe they're just not used to it, right? On the other side, you can see in the ambulance by you. Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, Niall stole it away now. Goes for the steed and takes Yasuke out. Yeah. Uranus jungle, early levels, it's hell, dude. It's so bad in early levels.
And remember, folks, if you're behind in Uranus jungle, it's gonna be harder for you, Alec, though. You gotta respect the damage, my dude.
Oh, hold on. Hijume for the walk up as well. Now almost taking Alec down now as Hijume goes for the terrifying Yasuke. Tries to walk up, but Finn immobilizes him as Shogun rotates over to help.
Great moves there from Bigatron, using the level 4 power spikes. This is the point where they're really, really strong. In this first big neutral objective, if Shogun can get to level 4 as well, I think there's an argument to be made that all Trigo are gonna be forced to back away and respect the brawling prowess.
We're gonna set up for the first turtle here. Finn already dragging the turtle down to his... Oh, Yasuke once again. He's slayed to level 4.
Yeah.
He's still gonna contest for it.
Finn walks up, slam in the pass. Oh, the ult from Shogun with a dark wave flicker. The RWM locks Alec in place right now. Nino jumps in the back line now, goes into the air. Oh! But will be taken out in the air as well as Yasuke. Tries to go for the cleanup now. Will be able to find a kill. Now against Shogun. Goes in, jumps around in front of pursuit. Yasuke's doing it. He's out sustaining the damage of BTR. Shogun will walk back up. And that's Yasuke down.
Man, a lot of really brave, really brawly kind of like skirmish so far in the first 3 minutes of the game, Rashi.
Insane, man. Both teams have a legitimate argument to brawl in the early game. It just depends on the execution. The fact that Yasuke was not level 4, the fact that Nino got taken out, if he survived just a bit longer, he would have wiped the floor there, man. He did so much damage to all 3 to 4 members of Bigatron. That's definitely something that BTR are going to be a lot more aware of going into the next brawl. And it seems like immediately they're back at it again.
Yep. Hijume stole the RWM. Alec goes in with the Gunner's pathway now. That's the steed coming down for Niall. RWM locking them down, but Alec gets away in time. Nino already committed to that form very early. Finn's going to be taken down by Nino. Now it's now walking up, but Shogun gets a dark wave now. Shogun jumps it around in the back line as well. Niall will get taken out. Shogun against everyone. Will die in the end. Moreno tries to go for the kill on Yasuke. Flickers in forward, but Yasuke pops Consecration and lives through it all.
Yeah, this is what you get when you're playing a Uranus jungle. A lot of miscalculations from the opposing team just because how much healing that this hero has, even early in the game.
Oh, Patrick. You want some more, Patrick? Oh, almost steals it away. Yasuke did not have red tree, so that was a possibility.
Quite the clincher there for Yasuke for sure. But man, you have to see how they're playing this, man. The healing, of course, is a big deal. But the fact that they were able to just break through and find the right targets, they pressured Moreno away. They find Niall and try to focus him down and force Bigatron to respond.
Oh, damn!
That's how they were able to do so.
You predict the BTR, Rashi?
Yeah, I think they got this, man. But let's see how this goes. So far, Altrigo seems to have the better control, the better decision making when it comes to the surprise maneuvers. But let's see how Bigatron adapts, right? They now know how all three are gonna play out the fight. They have to find ways to prevent that, ration out the crowd control, and pay attention to Nino in particular.
Yeah. Now it's almost equal in economy. Rashi, I want to ask you something about this gold lane matchup, especially in the late game. Recently, we've seen Salvero in MPLPH kind of struggles to get into team fights when it's later part of the game, but might have to wait a little. Never mind. Niall baits out the RWM.
That was a very early ult He's trying to poke Niall with the RWM.
That's Hijume for you, my dude.
That's true.
Yeah,
He's
but-
the type of guy to flicker forward.
Yeah, back to the question earlier. Do you think that's gonna be a trouble for RF moving forward in the late game? The fact that he has to be up close and personal in dealing damage.
I don't think so, because I don't think the approach for Altrigo is to play front to back. That is exactly what Bigatron wants. They want Moreno to do damage. They want the front lines to stay annoying, the Leomort, the Phobius, stop everyone from flanking. Altrigo, they want Nino and RF to get to the backline and delete Iman and Moreno. So I think there's no problem for Iman in how he wants to approach these fights. He's a relatively short-range marksman, and if he goes in for a blazing duet, he is in danger of getting taken out immediately.
Definitely. Finn is still chasing Yasuke around, and so far Alter Ego is trying to play in the opposing team's jungle, and Yasuke, knowing that he's playing on Uranus, he's not trying to jungle his own camps. He's trying to just steal everything that is in BTR's map, but it doesn't work out at all. I like getting poked down quite low.
Yeah, I was about to ask, right? Is Finn gonna mount Alec? Glorious Pathway coming down now. Finn has lost out the stacks on Alec. He has to flicker out. Nino jumps into the back line. Moreno's gonna be targeted down now, and that's him flickering out. The peel comes around RWM, but Nino takes him out in the back. Now it's down with the trade-off. And Man, very low already. Still has the Blazing Duet, still has the flicker as well. They're gonna go onto Yasuke. That's the Blazing Duet, and Niall takes him out. Finn against 2 on this glue. Patrick's gonna die. RP with a Sky Piercer. That's a double for RP. Now against Niall. A dash forward from RP, trying to look for the triple, but won't be able to find it.
And in Niall's fashion, a bit of a feisty recalls there from Niall. But in that team fight earlier, I'm not sure who wins, Rashi.
I think it's Alter Ego, man.
We win.
This is, well, we win, yes. The fans absolutely are getting a treat here in the first game of the season. But Alter Ego, they get kills onto RF. They get some Sky Piercer stacks. On the other hand, they just lose out on the fact that Eman is farming up, is scaling. But this is what Alter Ego wants to do. They want to force Bigatron into these fights in the mid-game where they can kind of snowball out of control. And now with the Chessa's Pauldron, Yasuki is going to be so confusing to try and focus down.
Finn, not gonna go for the mount down. RWM again.
Whoa!
Wow.
Okay, that's very Hijume to do, but Alec committing the glorious pathway as well. Nino doing a lot of damage over at Man. Finn will go for the mount down onto Alec. That's a revitalize, keeping him alive for a bit now. Moreno constantly poking him down. That's gonna be again the dive from Yasuke and Nino to take Niall out. But Moreno's carried away now, and Man with Blazing Duet over on Yasuke as he gets him out. Shogun goes for a double. Hijume takes him out.
I'm not sure what's the strategy there for Alter Ego. They are very trigger happy. Do they want to play around with the fact that they don't have a resource? So now BTR wants to commit?
Why are they fighting
that a bait?
with no RWM?
Maybe that's the reason. They're trying to make the opponents miscalculate.
They're trying to subvert their expectations?
It's mind games? I'm not sure.
It really seems like a mistake, man. They're trying to play for tempo, and once they missed out, they figure we are so ahead, our comp is so good at bursting down the opponents, we can risk it, we can try and go for it. But unfortunately, again, Nino seems to be the deciding factor here. He dove in the backline, and then he got immediately shredded down. Let's take a look at the instant replay right here. It was looking so good initially, but look at this. The members of Bigatron survive, and they're able to take out Nino with minimal casualties. And just like that, RP got taken out too, so the stack that they got in the previous fight has just got immediately nullified.
Yeah.
Shogun Dome.
Yeah, that's the unsung
Wow.
hero. He's pretty much isolating all the members
He was
of Alter
1v3.
Ego. For sure.
And he won that.
RP too. That's insane, dude. He almost got Hijume under the turret.
Yeah. Almost a wipe for BTR. They're up 1k gold lead. Bit of a 1v1 here in the top lane, but it's gonna quiet down just a little here before the Lord is gonna come around. But do you think...
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh, now doesn't have the ultimate. Wait, he's still winning the trade.
that's
My
big.
goodness.
And the wings proc Hirashi.
Damn, without the wings, the next fight's gonna be a bit tough. Nino already is getting bursted down so fast. You might wonder, I don't think...
Whoa.
Hold on a second, Niall?
Niall also very trigger happy here. Nino flickers out, doesn't want any of Patrick's smoke.
Yeah. Another
Respect.
resource burned down though for BTR. Oh, another one coming in now, Eman. Do they want to chase here? I don't think so. Alter Ego can just go away.
It's a bit too dangerous for them to chase like that. But man, I don't know, Alter Ego, they have to kind of be a bit more tactical with how Nino is going to enter the fight. Because he's been responded to by Bigatron so well in the past 2 fights already. You know, they have to try and use him in a more surprise fashion. Maybe even go for the Cloud, right? If they can get a good combo with the Cloud, with the cloud form into the mountain shocker. That could be a good combo for Ultrigo to win. Oh,
Dude, Niall's always just calling out the steed. Barbiel not getting any rest. Shogun flickers out the safety out of the real world manipulation. That is the mountain shocker used up on Niall.
Good disengage once again for BTR.
Ultrigo are trying to make sure that they get the value before the objective is up, but that's where Bigatron are aware and they're just kiting back. Now without the ultimates, Ultrigo really aren't as threatening as they're supposed to be, and Nino isn't in the area.
Yep. Shogun, Dark Wave finding two again. Infernal Pursuit constantly Finn with a flicker in forward as well as Alec pops in Revitalize. You know, before the fight even starts, Shogun holding them down. Yazuke pulled back by Niall, and he dies in the RWM as Eman is still free hitting in the back. Still has a Blazing Duet as well. Again, it's Shogun. My goodness, with Finn constantly jumping around. Eman with the Blazing Duet. Nino's gonna be taken out by Shogun who gets a double.
This guy's class still stays the same after season 16.
Niall, well, isn't even bothered to catch Barbiel. Calls him for fun.
Damn, Shogun, after the display that he's shown in season 16, he's still keeping the same level of gameplay here, Rashi. As strong as ever.
And now this seems like the beginning of the end. The late game really shows, look at the Eman's damage there onto Yazuke. That is what all Ultrigo have to deal with. They no longer have the snowball potential. In fact, they're behind. And look at the itemization from Moreno, man. Glowing Wand, Ice Creams, the slow, the chase, the kite back, but also the Wishing Lantern. The Yazuke, Nino, and Alec are all gonna be so squishy in the face of the damage output of Bigatron.
Yeah, not only they are so squishy, I think Yazuke's utility, or the lack thereof, is very much gonna hurt them.
Oh,
right?
oh,
RP.
hey. By the way, Nino catches three, brings him on back. That might just be the throw that gets them back up. Right as Codelwin gets shown on screen as well.
CEO buff.
Remember when I say I don't believe in patterns? I might be convinced right now.
Playoffs came early this time.
Yeah.
Playoffs came early.
By the way,
Man.
fun fact, Codelwin just got Alter Ego like a new place to stay. They got a new gaming house.
Yeah, he was showing off the bathroom.
Yeah. And
Very nice bath.
By the way, Codelwin, he's watching today because he wants to know what the new gaming house gets the team. All right. And right now, well, before that fight, it looked pretty good for BTR. Now, the gaming house looking pretty good for Alter Ego.
Yeah.
Right. Gonna be a bit of a slowdown in the tempo. The gold lead from 5K is down to 2K. That's the advantage Ultrigo has, and this is why this roster is so dangerous. They are the ones that can dictate, right? If they use their tools in the right order, in the right moment, as you can see, Eman could not do anything right there. And this is the problem. Bigatron have a responsive composition. The only real engage is a glue. It's a dark wave from Shogun on the Phobius. Whereas for Ultrigo, they could use Nino, they could use Hijume, they could use the Glorious Path from Alec as well. So they have options to confuse Bigatron. So even though Bigatron were winning, they need to be even more careful.
But I think weirdly enough, so far BTR, in terms of like trying to start the team fight, they've been the more successful team, especially with Shogun using that Flicker Dark Wave combo. It's so underrated, man. It really catches you off guard, especially if you're a backliner, because the range is just so big, and if the follow-up is immediate, you're toast.
I don't feel like Ultrigo can kite back away from that engage though, but they've been trying to brawl. They wanted to get the advantage, the momentum. And now if the pattern continues, Shevin, like you mentioned, Ultrigo are going to be looking for something. And they have flickers readily available, man, and they saw the pattern. If they can get to Eman, they can get the game, and they have so many ways to do that. Look at Nino.
17 to 13 and kill count
Oh,
in
Nino.
14 minutes.
Oh, check by Moreno.
Wait, they want to chase?
Yeah, they do. They found him. They caught him off guard. And now it's now with the Steed coming down on him. Shogun with a jump in forward as well. The Dark Wave to land on him. RWM coming down to Moreno. He might be caught. No, they take Nino out before he's caught. Yazuke can't get close. And now it's Shogun in the back. Hijume, he's going to be caught by Finn. That's the Infinite Pursuit and the mount for Finn. Hijume taken out, and now it's just Alec and Arfi. Free Lord to BTR.
Wow.
Oh,
it
man.
starts with the check, the boss check from Moreno. The map recognition from this guy is absolutely phenomenal.
The Maestro.
For sure, and BTR is definitely reaping what they saw. Oh, Arfi, what are you cooking, my dude?
Cutting the wave.
Yup. But oh my god, they don't care about turrets. Alec under the turret, cut down through the revitalized, through the glorious pathway. Finn will pay for it with his immortality, but that's it. Look at a turret, base turret up top. RP with a Mountain Shocker can't find anyone to stun. Actually does. It's Niall, but there's no instant reward for him.
Nope. Now the Lord comes through. Bigatron, they can still siege up. Ultimates are down. Altrigo, they gotta pull something spectacular here, but wait!
RWM locks Hijime on with a blazing duet. Goes through them all, and RP cannot walk against this team. Nino's looking for a big ult moment, but he just can't find it. Niall takes RP out, and Nino gets taken out next by Niall. It's game 1 to BTR.
Oh my goodness, BTR